The way of the world is quite simple. Make a philosophy that you believe in and don't stop believing into it until it happens. My name's Tarab. I make videos about emotional intelligence every day, and I'm here to tell you about a reality that most of society doesn't want you to know about. Fear clouds our judgment in life. It tells us that we're inadequate. It tells us that the things that other people are trying are not going to work simply because we have not tried them. Humans are innately creative creatures. We need that in order to feel satisfied about ourselves and our circumstances, our families, our life experience, whatever it is. Creativity, having that sense of freedom, is what we're all really seeking. I've come to a conclusion that every story must be true, meaning the stories that we're told in the religious texts, perhaps the ones that we pick up while playing a video game or a novel. The reality of it is, if enough people have witnessed that story, have participated in it, have incorporated the philosophy of that story into their consciousness, then indeed that story is true. It does exist. And that is the beauty of life. As a human being, we have the ability to create these stories by virtue of living. To make the very most out of our lives, we can create a story perhaps that hasn't been told by anyone that we know. A story that excites us, that makes us believe that there are still new things, there are still new realities to be explored with thousands of years of human evolution. So I say to you that if you have the chance, the ambition, the desire to make your own story, to transcend perhaps the fear that was instilled into you in your childhood and your education, that you not only have the right, but you have the responsibility to make that story a reality, to make it true in more than your eyes. Alex Hormozy says that when you're doing something that you are really passionate about, everyone around you is going to look at you like you're an idiot until it works. And then they feel like idiots. What makes something work? Not giving up. It's quite simple. What makes something work is not giving up. And you might think to yourself, no, if I punched a piece of metal and expected for anything to happen to it, then I'm stupid. Doesn't make sense. Okay. I say to you that perhaps in this universe, you could punch a piece of metal hard enough to become stronger than metal. I tell you this because I've watched enough anime to believe that these stories can be true, and that they are essentially true in my philosophy of things. We have done tremendous things as human beings, and we know very little of our actual power or ability, the way to utilize all of our resources, the entirety of our biologics to commit to a cause. And many of us shy away from doing that because we don't have the basic principles in place to make it a reality. I have a series, perhaps hundreds of videos, that you can check out that perhaps will give you an inkling of these realities inside yourself. But why not believe that we can do anything? I believe it comes from tremendous self-doubt and a lack of self-love that leads us down that road that we can't do what we want to do. Perhaps it's time. Perhaps time weighs us down when we don't get those wins, when we don't get the monetary output, conclusion, gratification of all of our effort culminating. We give up. I say to you that if you are willing to persist longer than most people, you will get something that most people are incapable of getting. Why not look at life like that? You will come to find that when you start looking at life like this, there are very, very few people in our society that are willing to admit to themselves that they have the power to actually do that, to actually make a story that hasn't been true before true. And it will be a lonely road. It will be a road that tests your convictions, tests the strength, perhaps, of your philosophies, and invariably will change you as a human being in the process of getting more and more comfortable with this idea. I have come to find that people that are in incredibly powerful positions, when I say incredibly powerful, I mean people that are probably making $1 million a year, even perhaps heads of companies, whatever it is, even these people set limitations upon themselves. And perhaps as a young man, I'm irrational in stating these realities or stating these philosophies. Perhaps they're naive, sure, but perhaps they are the essence of life. And perhaps the old men or the old woman watching this are unwilling to admit to themselves that they gave up somewhere along the way. Now, how do we persist? How does one incorporate the philosophy of a marathon in a life that seems so instant? We hack our systems, my friend. We hack our biology to get to the point that we want to be at. Invariably, if you starve a horse and deprive it of moisture, it will drink. And though this might seem like an unnecessary task, an unnecessary pursuit, I say to you that its necessity is measured by the depth of your convictions, depth of your self-belief will make this necessary or unnecessary. And I said there's no right way to live life. Enjoy it to this nth degree. But I know that there are leaders out there that find tremendous inspiration from people like Grant Cardone, from people like Elon Musk, Imran Khan, perhaps the prophets. And I know that we are always looking for ways to break that fear and perhaps find the magic in life. My life's purpose is to show people that that magic is merely a philosophy, a mindset away, merely a couple habits, a couple hours away, a couple steps perhaps, a change in pace. My friend, take it upon yourself to dive deep into your soul, into your mind, and find how exactly you wish to lead this life. Perhaps grasp onto a little part of what you are unwilling to sacrifice. Then grab more of it. And I hope you move towards something that makes you eternally satisfied, so that the instant gratification isn't necessary as much. Because I think the world needs more people like you. I think humanity needs more people like you, so that we don't end up eating each other, so that we end up helping more than just our species flourish. I hope this message finds you well. If you made it to the end of this video, smashing that like button does help me. It supports spreading this message to more people, more humans. If you have a second, check out this video. I made it, I believe, when I was wearing a suit, much like this one, when I was feeling proper and accomplished. Little things in life, but important. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Take care of yourself.